Emily Carter's disappearance should have ended with a simple explanation. A young woman leaving work late at night, a small town street, an unlocked car. But the deeper investigators looked, the less sense it made. The car was the first anomaly. It wasn't abandoned in a field, hidden in the woods, or left wrecked on the roadside. It was parked neatly, less than 2 blocks from her job, as if she had left it there by choice. The keys were still in the ignition. The driver's seat was adjusted forward, but Emily was tall and always pushed it back. Detectives wondered if someone else had been driving. The second anomaly was the phone. Emily had been known to text her parents when she got off work, a simple habit of reassurance. That night there was no text. The phone's last activity was a short outgoing call to a friend at 11:31 p.m. It rang once, then cut off. The friend assumed it was a pocket dial, but investigators believed it was something more. As hours turned into days, the search intensified. Volunteers combed the surrounding area. Helicopters scanned the forests and rivers. Flyers with her photo covered every storefront and telephone pole. Yet there were no footprints, no dropped belongings, nothing to suggest where she had gone. It was as if she had been lifted from the street and erased. Theories spread quickly. Some whispered she had run away, but her bank account and belongings were untouched. Others believed she was abducted by someone she knew, someone who could persuade her to leave her car behind. A few even suggested a serial predator, pointing to other disappearances in neighboring counties. Each theory created more fear, but no answers. Detectives began to focus on the diner where she worked. Co-workers recalled a man who often sat alone at the counter in the evenings. He never ordered much, just coffee, and always seemed to watch Emily more than the menu. He hadn't been seen since the night she vanished. When police searched for him, they found nothing. No name, no address, no trace that he had ever existed outside those diner walls. Then came the detail that shifted everything. A security camera at a hardware store across the street captured a grainy figure near Emily S. car around 11:40 p.m. The footage was blurred, the streetlights casting more shadow than clarity. But investigators could make out 2 people, one approaching and one already at the car. Seconds later, the camera glitched. When it resumed, both figures were gone. The glitch was written off as coincidence, a technical failure. But to the Carter family, it was proof. Proof that someone wanted her disappearance hidden, that forces beyond chance were at play. They demanded the footage be enhanced, analyzed, examined again and again. Each time the result was the same: too dark, too damaged, too unclear. The town grew restless. Parents told their daughters not to walk alone after dark. Local businesses began closing earlier. Rumors filled the silence where facts should have been. People claimed to hear her voice in late-night phone calls. Others swore they saw her reflection in windows, pale and fleeting. Fear gave birth to legends, and the truth slipped further from reach. For her parents, the hardest part was the porch light. They left it on every night, a beacon Emily had grown up seeing, a symbol that home was waiting. As the weeks stretched into months, the light never went out. It became both a sign of hope and a reminder of the void her absence left behind. The case files grew thicker, filled with interviews, theories, and maps dotted with circles of possible sightings. But without evidence, without a lead that could hold, the case stalled. Officially, it remained open. Unofficially, it was as cold as the night she vanished. And yet, something lingered. The unanswered call, the grainy figure, the missing man at the diner. Threads that seemed meaningless on their own, but wove together into something larger, darker, and more deliberate. Emily Carter's story was no longer just about a young woman who vanished. It was about what happens when answers are stolen, when justice fades into silence, and when shadows grow thicker with every passing night. This was The Vanishing at Midnight, Episode 2. In Episode 3, we follow the trail of the mysterious diner stranger and how his sudden disappearance may have been more than coincidence. If you're still with me, like, share and subscribe. Every action keeps this story alive and pushes us closer to the truth.